Hey, Rebels. Oh my gosh, we're so happy to have you with us on this, the last day or the last installment of the Love Me Challenge. And we just want to pop on really quickly and let you know how fun it has been for us to share with you over the last 7 days the tenets of what being a righteous rebel is all about. And to be able to do it in just this fun little introductory way where you get a just like a little nibble of the yumminess that's in store for you here at the Righteous Rebels. Um, oh my gosh, I've enjoyed hearing the comments and doing the challenge for myself and getting to experience some things in a different way that I haven't before. And I know that Leah has as well. And I'm just going to turn the time over to her for a second to just share some of her thoughts.
Yeah, I just want you to honor you in taking the challenge to take time to learn to love yourself again and see yourself and make time for yourself. In a culture that's always telling us to go and do all the things and be all the places and be all the people and wear all the hats, and it's exhausting, and we get to a point where we can't maintain that, and then we feel like failures. So for you to be able to take time, a rebellious act of taking time for yourself to love yourself and really do that work for you so you can show up in the ways that you want to show up and serve your people at a higher level because you are fed. So I want to honor that commitment that you made for you and yourself and how you showed up in the Love Me Challenge. And also want to invite you.
Leah, before you go on, just a quick question before you extend that invitation, because the invitation is amazing. How have you practiced a piece or pieces of the Love Me Challenge today in your just like lived experience? Have you pulled in some of the just for me? I'll start. I went on a little adventure. It's raining outside, and I went on an adventure and I walked in the rain and I listened to the cheeseburger birds, and I got scared by a dog and I ran through the puddles and just really embraced the adventure of like being alive in the rain today. It was fabulous. And I practiced Mirakai and I passed it on.
I think for me, it's been practicing setting boundaries and asking for help. Letting people know that I'm in a bit of a wanting to be overwhelmed with life events and work stuff and wanting to feel like I need to hustle, and allowing myself to step away from that and be reminded, hey, you don't have to hustle. It's okay to put the balls down and remember that I matter too. And it's not always the easiest to hear, and there's a lot of resistance to everything that we're taught. And
Right.
we think that if we don't, we're not going to get ahead and get where we want. But like I think of the quotes of, you can't rush a flower to blossom. It's going to do it in its own time, and we're very much like that too. And it's remembering those in our everyday life that we don't need to be running all the time.
So what I'm hearing is you practiced the tenet of grace.
Grace, I think a little bit of hand up in the sense of
Yeah.
giving myself a hand up by asking for a hand up,
Yeah.
and putting aside pride for that. So definitely grace and hand up. So
That's incredible. Thank you for sharing. And for you who's coming out of the course, this is just an invitation before Leah gives you the other invitation to just keep practicing. Like take this forward into each day and take a tenant and just be more mindful and intentional with like, this is how I'm going to love myself today, and start just incorporating more goodness and more yumminess into your everyday and just see what happens. You will be amazed at how these little steps and these little reminders of your own amazingness make huge differences. Thanks
they really
for
do.
letting me interrupt you.
No, of course, and it's so important to have that awareness, and it reminds me of how we talk about the zombie land, and we need those reminders for any good habits. We need those triggers to set us off on a good direction that's going to serve us. So speaking of that, it's easy to get excited in a short challenge and show up for yourself. But when we're transitioning into new habits and new ways of thinking, it's really great to surround yourself with a community that's practicing similar things and a place that you can share. So if you haven't done it already, this is your invitation to go find the Facebook group, which will be in the email. You can click the link there and join in the Facebook group. There's all sorts of positivity and just challenge or upcoming events and just ways to practice all the tenets of Righteous Rebels in your everyday life. So this is your invitation to please, if you haven't joined, come join us, because we are so much stronger as a community and we want to just see you grow.
Speaking of that, yeah, thank you. Speaking of that Facebook group, this morning, when I made the post of walking and dancing in the rain, we had one of our participants from the Facebook group write this: "Thank you for sharing and being you. I absolutely love being a part of this group." So there's just a little snippet from someone who's actually in the group, and we would love to have you be a part of it too.
Absolutely. And we'd also invite you to share what tenet was really meaningful to you. What was a tenet that was like an aha moment for you? Was it practicing trust? Was it adventure, dating yourself? Was it practicing creativity or Marikai or courage and confidence? A hand up. What tenet really stuck out for you? And if I missed one, Jen, please help me out. I don't have
I listened, but I didn't listen that closely. I was like, yeah,
It'll
that
be
one.
in the email.
Yeah.
So, but you're probably wondering, so I've done this and now what? And I'm going to let Jen take that part away.
Oh my gosh, Leah, thank you for the invite for them to join the Righteous Rebels Facebook group. And what's next? What's next? Oh my gosh, there's so much. But guess what? We got to take baby steps too. And so here's the next baby steps that we've put together for you. And that is that you can go to therighteousrebels.com and go to the store. And we've created, the first thing that we created was a beautiful journal that you can use. It's called My ReBElations Journal. Whoa,
There you
camera's backwards. And it says, "Unpack the mountains they were meant to climb, not to be carried." And so in here, there are reminders to be the best version of you. We've got pages that you can just write in. That every page has some kind of prompt. As a reminder, let me just give you I love this front page. Takes you to all the other amazingness that we offer by way of the Facebook group, our podcast conversations by way of
Live and
unscripted that happen on Wednesdays. So every page in here has some kind of cue for to caw, to celebrate all wins, and how is procrastination your guide? Clean your dirty glasses, like little sparkles for like, what do you need right now? Sometimes I hate that question. Leah will ask me that, like, what do you need right now? And I'm like, but I love it because it's that jarring moment that like puts that pattern interruption of like, oh, wow, I'm really not in present state or in my right mind. So there are beautiful reminders of things that you can just journal about. There are pages in here that you can color.
I think the backpack one is one of my favorites.
Yes, this is the backside. We love the backside. Go to the store and you can purchase that journal. You can also get it. Will you put that you can get it on Amazon. Will you put those links in there?
Yep.
At the store, you can also get Living with Dirty Glasses. You also can get Remember When. These are authored by Leah herself. And there are other great things coming. Leah, do we have stickers in there yet? Are we offering stickers yet?
We don't have the stickers in there yet, but that is definitely in the works. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So looking forward to stickers. We're also going to put in some clothing.
We'll show this sweater, Jen. You've got that.
Right. So cute. It's so weird to have it be backwards. Leah designed all of our stuff, just FYI. Anything that looks good, that I attribute to Leah. So you can go to the store and do that. But then here's the other really amazing thing. We also have another course in there that you can purchase, our De-Stress with Watercolors. You're going to get a taste of Jen overcoming the little bits of perfectionism that still hang on and learning how to go through this process of just relaxing with creativity and using the medium of watercolor. And Leah just sharing the processes of like, oh wait, just trusting the process and letting go and whatnot. So that's that. You can purchase that. And here's the really cool thing. The big thing that we do is we create life and leadership adventures because we're huge believers in play and in creativity and using nature as our classroom. So you will find different adventures that we're creating for you, whether we're hiking or kayaking or camping or whatever. But right now we have a big one that's coming up. But you can find all of those at therighteousrebels.com. That again will be in the email. And if you've got questions, please reach out. Please reach out. We have lots of good stuff for you, and we're excited for you to find a seat at our table and in the activities that we're doing. So thank you for joining us for the Love Me Challenge. We can't wait to hear what you have to say and how you feel like it's assisted you and what your next steps are, whether it's inside of the Righteous Rebels or outside, and how we've assisted you.
Yeah,
Last
I'm
thoughts?
so excited. I'm just excited that you've taken the steps, and there's so much growing in the Righteous Rebel community, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So join in. Jen's also on the Righteous Rebels on TikTok, which she shares some just super yummy nuggets of inspiration, of insight, and challenges. So definitely check her out there, and just join us. Being a rebel is not easy, but it doesn't mean you have to do it alone. And that's what Righteous Rebel is all about: coming home to our home, ourselves, our being, and not having to do it alone. Dang it.
Right? Having community to do it with. And I guess my last thoughts are this, is that one of the most rebellious things that you can do, one of the most righteous, rebellious things you can do is to love yourself, to trust yourself, to hear your voice, and then stand up and use it in ways that help propagate creativity and love and magic in this world, whether that's just inside your family or a classroom or in your community. Seriously, one of the most rebellious things you can do is take care of yourself first, and to recognize the immense value and what, I can't think of the word, just majesty and magnificence that you are. So thanks again for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in whatever your next steps are. And until then, remember to be bold, be brave, and be
be a rebel.
It really is challenging when we're this far away. We did a good job together.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yep. So, all right. You know what? This just came to my mind. I would love to see at the end of your challenge, share a video with us with you making the statement: be bold, be brave, be a rebel. That'd be so much fun.
That.
All right. Until the next adventure, we love you and we'll see you soon.